Right. Source Temple is our goal. Temple of the Dead. Well, the goal is to achieve something. Not sure where exactly we need to go. Also, a way to talk to a Titan. Wonder if we actually have the way to do that. It might be related to the Temple of the Dead. There's a little bit of a grey area here where I haven't visited. I want to see if there's anything noteworthy there, or is it just an area I haven't visited for whatever reason.
Choose a barrel if you dare. Perhaps you'll find some treasure there. Perhaps you'll find a monster, though. Oh well, there's just one way to know.
We got the treasure.
Lost! A myriad treasures at my fingertips. Lost!
I hope you were choosy at least. Or did you leave the best bit to blow to smithereens?
Ah, I basically pressed spacebar to choose all. And you got 2 items for the rest of them, and you got this spear. I got a plant and a pair of boots. There were some great looking items there. I should manually just pick the best ones. These boots probably aren't all that interesting. They look like fairly heavily metal boots, so Medora would be the only one able to use them.
The phantom will take you. The forest will hold you. Go no further. Her realm is death. Cassandra, our queen, our rot hidden. Switches like skulls. Hidden switches hide her. The temple. The temple will take you. The forest will hold.
Some of the skulls within the Temple of the Dead are actually hidden switches. Okay. Well, that's a useful bit of information.
Intruder spied.
Forgot about the temple. I want to see are there actual skulls there.
Turn back. Turn back while you can.
No guardians here. I'm guessing it refers to the inside of the temple, which doesn't really help us in any way. Did I loot that? Probably yes. No, maybe not. I definitely pressed this switch. Maybe not the other one. There was a guardian here, maybe looking in all directions. Yeah. That's it. It was a very tough place to try to get to. I was sort of confused what the hell was even spotting me there. Invisibility could be a solution to that. I think it's worth a try. I mean, we're facing a situation where no matter where we go, we're sort of in a bit of a bind. So in that sense, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Maybe we could lock them in certain positions. Like if we push a guy here, this one will probably stick to looking at us. What I don't know is it going to trigger all the traps there? So do I need to be completely unnoticed, or should I try to get their attention? That would make sneaking into the core area a bit easier.
Turn back while you can.
Intruder spied.
He's looking in the exact opposite direction.
Intruder spied.
What I want to see is, does he continue his normal pattern? No, he's stuck. Another one is this. We would have to try to sneak through there somehow, so it would be great if they actually don't stare at us directly. I also want to go and talk to that tree person here. I'm getting quite valuable information out of it.
Cassandra of her lick queen, you cannot touch her. You cannot pierce her. You cannot
Yeah, she's invulnerable, I know.
turn back.
That's why we want to go to the temple. That's where her remains are. What we're seeing is not her.
Turn back. Turn back while you.
Intruder spied. Intruder spied.
She is coming.
I'm not sure how well this will work.
A convenient illusion.
There isn't a lot of time to move around here. Right, there's literally no way to actually go there. So how exactly? Stone hatch. Right, so somewhere should be a hatch. I would assume it's somewhere. Well, why would I assume? So somewhere is a hatch. Wonder if the hatch is actually inside the temple or not. This could be another one. I don't really see a point to this. Although you would imagine that the hatch would be fairly close. It's at the center of a place like that, so... yeah, I don't think we can make all that many real conclusions about that. We can block that one. Sure, what good it would really do though. Yeah, it's doable, I guess.
Intruder spied.
What? Okay. That's a thing apparently. So if we can get around the sentinels, we can also destroy them. Would you be a better person for this?
Intruder spied. Intruder spied.
Ah, that was a button. Destroy Sentinel button. You son of a bitch of a game. Hmm. So we need to basically secure access to certain areas in order to get rid of the sentinels themselves. This could also have the hatch right under the sentinel. That's another option that would explain why you can destroy it. Can you detect switches? I have better use for this metal crate than being trapped here.
The phantom will take you. The forest will hold you.
Where are you?
Turn back. Hidden. Will take you. The forest will hold you.
I need the fireball spell basically, that's why I'm moving this guy. I want to see if I can detect the switches in an easier manner than just trying to walk over everything. Hard to say. The switch doesn't get highlighted by the orange aura, so in that sense, no, it does. So I don't think this is all that useful here. I suppose it sort of shows that it's a separate item though. Basically, you can distinguish that it's a thing instead of part of the background, because the background doesn't treat items like this, it just covers it immediately with the orange. The switch does not follow the same rule. So in that sense, you can detect that difference between does it go directly orange or not. You should also notice that it's an item, an object in the ground. Similar with the heavy crate. But it's not so easy as with the mines. Alright, I don't see anything even remotely interesting here. I would imagine that there's something here. Need 2 boxes to block these out. 1 box to block that out. Actually, no. I need to block that also right now. Then we can figure out what to do with the other one.
Intruder spied.
Yeah, I don't care. This is probably a very simple thing overall if you know exactly where the switches are or what you need to do. I resisted death. Yeah, I think that's an ability that you can't die with if you have more than one hit point left, at least once. I'll load anyway, because I don't want to waste that ability on something as trivial as this. Not sure if that's exactly how it works, but I don't really see a reason why I should take any risks with that. Maybe we can do it the other way around.
Intruder spied. Intruder spied.
Where is our spirit? Where has she fled?
Don't really see the point of this. I mean, it prevents this sentinel from functioning, but we can also just go around this sentinel. What we really want is to neutral this guy, so we can go around here trying to see if there's something. The problem is there's not a good way to do anything with that anymore. I'd have to have a way to... No, that didn't achieve anything. Disable this one, get rid of it. I can use telekinesis to achieve it, no doubt about that. So it's not like it's not doable.
Turn back while you can.
Okay, so what are we gonna do here?
Intruder spied.
So I just can't see the switches. It's probably a switch behind this one too, somewhere.
Where is our spirit? Where has she fled?
I mean, every other sentinel seems to have it I doubt that's somehow a protected class. Here's one. Right. It's encouraging to know, though, that the solutions are there if you just look at
She
close enough.
cannot be defeated. She will not die.
Will she not die? I don't like the voice acting on those because it doesn't sound like a woman wailing. It sounds like a woman acting like she's wailing. Switch, button, something. We know there's a something there.
Where is our spirit? Where has she fled?
Probably the switch there. Well, I would at least imagine it is.
Burn her bones. Make her weak. Burn her bones. Make her weak. Our spirit, where has she fled?
How to get to a hatch? Hatch is the only way.
She cannot be defeated. She will not die.
Okay, I would imagine that the hatch is somewhere here, and it's the key to getting rid of the last guardian. Yeah, you spotted the switch. Congratulations.
Where is our spirit? Where has she fled?
Where the hell is the hatch? There isn't anything particularly interesting anywhere around this. Maybe the hidden head, I suppose. Embossed sign. Where's yeah, that's only the
The Temple of Death welcomes only its likeness.
Speak to
She cannot be defeated. She will not die.
Through this fight. Through this fight. Through this fight.
I don't think there's a normal switch we can walk on at least here. That's something we would have triggered accidentally already. There could be a hidden switch we need to press, but that's a pretty big area. Could be a hatch, but I'm certainly not seeing it, a hatch. I wouldn't complain if it was fairly hard to realize, because the obviousness of the hatch here gives the player a pretty goddamn big hint that there's something to find. However, where exactly the entrance to that is, that doesn't matter. And I don't have a solution to this. I don't even have a solution to how to get through the portal, so wouldn't really solve it. I can also accept that this sentinel cannot be destroyed because you have two crates. You can neutralize it without destroying it. So that doesn't matter. But why would you do that? The problem I have with it is that it's basically the only reason it exists is to protect this. But why even bother protecting it? There's no reason to go there. There's nothing there. Either way, I don't seem to be able to spot anything, so it doesn't matter in that sense. If there's something there, I'm not seeing it. Well, we made progress. Gotta be happy with that. Only thing that's really frustrating if you can't figure anything to move things forward. But also go... well, I'll go there now. See if anyone knows anything about the language of the Titans.
Hello again. Here's to have your portrait painted with the every year.
I wonder,
What's the word, Source Hunter?
lies at the heart of it.
What lies at its heart? Continue your search.
Good to see you on the shelter plane. A home away from home, is it not? Like the imp said to the ballista operator. Shoot! Indeed I can. The tapestry has revealed all. Saucy stuff, I can tell you that. But of course, you're professionals and interested in the dry fact only, not the smutty details. Suffice to say that though Zandalor and Ikara were an item, the wizard gave in to his baser instincts when her sister Leandra came a-wooing. Only, what truly interested her was not his body, but his mind and the secrets of the source buried therein. Jake was there too, waiting in the shadows to ascertain that between the two of them, they'd be able to subdue the wizard should he become unruly.
So that was her sole purpose? To deprive Zandalore of the secrets of evil?
No more. You see, he is instrumental to her plans. But when Zandalore became suspicious, she didn't hesitate to play the part of Black Widow, ready to kill after copulation, ready to break her sister's heart twice over. Ah, Leandra, Imp Slayer, Blood Craver, Void Seeker. All round lovely lass, ain't she? Of all the... You'll have to redouble your efforts.
Right. This doesn't seem to be helping anyway.
Has a nice ring to
The
it.
Lady of Time, the Weaver of History.
The language of the fairy was in a book in the library of Seal.
This wonder of a realm, it's like a slice of freedom.
Where's the Teller of Secrets? Mainly thinking of wasting my money a little bit, maybe buying a few additional secrets from her. Seems like we don't really have a use for money now anyway. So I could start wasting it on her last remaining secrets. I seem to recall there were quite a few of them though. What recall the prices. It might give us a clue to other things too. So we're mostly interested in selling away the normal gear. Yeah, I'm thinking of starting to sell away some of the more typical pieces of crap too, because I really don't have use for them, and I'm reaching the limit of my strength too with this crap. There's just too much. Too many bows, too many everything. I can store some of this equipment here in the homestead item chest, so we don't need to necessarily sell it all away. Okay, that should give us a little bit of equipment to
I give
sell
nothing
away.
for lost. From this descent, celestial virtue to ask or search, I blame thee not. For Rivellon is as the book of the gods
I don't
before thee
recall.
set,
I
wherein
think
to read
we
his
bought
wondrous
everything
works
except
and
secrets
learn
of the
his
trade.
seasons, hours or days or months
Probably
or
because I
years.
couldn't figure out why they would be so interesting. We bought all the star secrets. I think, yeah, we bought mundane secrets too. Maybe even a single secret of the trade, I don't know. But there are no empty scrolls here next to the secrets of the trade. Usually that's indication that I haven't bought any of them. So, how much are all of them worth? There's 11 of them. 25,000. I can afford it right now, and I think I'll buy it because I really don't have a use for the cash. So I might as well get this over with. That would conclude, I think, all the secrets I have. Right. Shackles of Pain. Get about 10,000 or more just from selling the gear, so it probably won't end up being too expensive for us anyway. About 10,000. Okay, with that we'll get some of the money back too if we just sell the items back to her.
My map is slowly filling up with secrets. My map is slowly filling up with secrets. My map is slowly filling up with secret. My map is slowly filling up with. My map is slowly filling up with. My map is slowly filling up with. My map is slowly filling up. My map is slowly filling up with. My map is slowly filling up with. My map is slowly filling up with. My map is slowly filling up with secrets.
I give not you for lost. From this descent, celestial virtues rising will appear more glorious and more dread than from no fall.
We'll get half the money back, basically, what that means. So, yeah, more or less spend 5,000-6,000 gold to get the secrets. Not a big investment, or a little bit of a busy work situation. The Phantom Forest's darkest dungeons, ancient secrets lie dormant. Okay, that's nice. Snow and ice. In this land of winter, ice magic was perfected many eons ago. Okay. Deep beneath the Phantom Forest, legends of an ancient skill book have tempted those unable to reach its depths. Harness the power of the forest with a skill book as rare as it is legendary. According to legend, these are skill books, I guess. Secret treasure is okay. I think I'll have to basically go through all the areas to look at map markers. We can easily do that through the teleportation system, but we still have to do it. Not necessarily have to do it right now. After I gain access to the temple, I'll go after things like this. But for now, this is a more important situation because we're sort of stuck. Sort of. There's nothing new on this map section. But we've activated 2 out of the 4. Fire and ice. We can teleport through these gates. What would be my gain doing so? I think you're supposed to maybe guide us, have one person here handle the doors, guide the rest through. We've been on the other side, so we've activated that. My worry about this is that maybe it has another purpose to complete it as it's intended without the teleportation trigger. So maybe there's more to it. Definitely a trap. So would I benefit something from completing this? Might be a necessary component to get something out of the other areas here. Okay, that's one. No matter what, I do need to get access to this room. It's fairly hard how it's constructed with the Guardians. There's also so many triggering holes here that blocking them all is practically impossible unless they're very easily blocked. There is a key. That's the... okay. Now I know where the rest of the plates are. Okay. Doesn't look like that bad anymore. We do need to get to here. I don't think I want to go through that. So how exactly can I get access to further places? I don't think I can from here. Although I'm not quite sure I recall where this went, right? Their guardian letting this. Ooze, water and oil. What exactly is supposed to trigger this?
On the mend!
Now just put something on top of it.
Bless the seven, I am restored!
Okay. We're stuck in a combat situation. Water weakness. What ability did I use? Pretty sure I tried to use the one that I caused me to float so I wouldn't slip. Apparently I didn't. Not that it matters.
My bag's sinking.
Who wants to sleep on their ass? Yeah, it definitely used. It makes yourself immune to surfaces as if you were floating above them, but apparently it didn't. Was it because I was running in stairs? What's the justification there? I don't know. Right. Either way, that's 3 out of 4 now sold. Might get access to this place too. Right. Now I remember this horrible place. There's likely a way to disable these. We need access there. So more or less try to get rid of the oils here. There are enough heavy containers, I think we can do it. Medora has enough strength that she can just hurl these heavy barrels all over the place. Unless they're all destroyed. Does not make a lick of difference, right. So we can't get rid of that easy. Now that's a suspicious location. That's a suspicious location. I think we want to just get in here with Scarlet. That's probably the safest option for us. It's easier to reach from this place too. I really have trouble figuring out what's the big deal about stealth ability. Wherever you really need it, it's the weakest possible skill levels basically. So why invest in stealth? There is a guardian here, just looking at the button. Invisibility scrolls, maybe? Teleportation scrolls. Huh. Well, there's clearly a trap there. Could I take the water and use it somehow? Not sure if I have any containers. No, water balloon. Because I think if I just throw the barrel there now, it's going to burst open anyway, so I'm not achieving anything. I wonder if I could just put out the fire and more or less just replenish it.
Water balloon!
Or is there some way to shut it off? There has to be a solution for people who can't just teleport around. I'll throw a basket there first, see if there's any kind of a difference from that. Yeah, the basket went away. Not taking damage, right? I'm not sure if the fire is on the switch itself. Why didn't I just throw stuff on the switch? Why didn't I teleport stuff on the switch? I mean, I need to just press it. I don't need to hold it down or anything. So even if the barrel gets destroyed after a while, that's entirely irrelevant.
Life is a feather.
Well, theory was sound, I think. Yeah, it'll work just fine. But and there's the buttons. Does the fire go out if I go leave it? I don't really get what's triggering things here though. You can move around this place, no problem. Could you move around and disable the traps themselves? Usually you can't do that in these situations. Problem is, if I leave here, I don't really see myself achieving anything by it. It gives me a little bit of movement space. It's totally unnecessary to disarm all of these. But I want to see if there's a switch somewhere like that place. Because in order to reach it, you have to go with the cycle of the statues for a very long time. Again, for a person who can't teleport around, I'm wondering if that would be the location where you can switch off the statues. Doesn't appear to be switches anywhere. Well, it's certainly a switch, but switch for what? I'd open that one. Which was not really a problem to begin with, but I suppose it's nice to have a solution for it. Not much of a solution though. I need to set up something to hold the button down. Scarlet has the pyramid, so we can easily just move her to where we want to be with the rest of the group. You actually do something? Okay. So pressing that button will open the door and get us access to the tables. Question is how to do it without dying. Well, it's likely immune to fire, isn't it? So that won't help. I just sent a summoned creature there. I plan on teleporting there, I'm not going lava. Just has to be there alive for like a second. Not good enough. Immediate damage is just way too. Has to be one of our characters. Problem is, I can't. It's always in the intruder mode. I can't do anything about that. They gave us 2 teleportation scrolls, so what? Teleport there, teleport out, but I'll still take the damage. So, am I gonna go with fire immunity again, or what? Well, I could go to the sidelines, I suppose.
I'll concoct a worse punishment from here.
There's a switch. You can always just accept the death too, I suppose. But I'd like to imagine that there's a better solution to this. There are metal crates. But that's a long way to try to hold those. Large chests. These are probably tools used so you could maneuver here. Enough to build a bridge to the switch or something. Being stupid or something. The fact that it just spots us no matter what, that's troubling. It doesn't really matter though, in the sense that fire resistance isn't that big of a deal for us. We've gotten the equipment together to make it happen. I can't just walk in there and handle it. I think that might be the best solution. Fairly simple. We want to push it up way above 100. 100 just isn't good enough. It'll, if any kind of a resistance reduction hits you, you'll start to take damage again. And you can easily get around 20% resistance reduction from quite a few places. Okay, there should be quite a few equipment pieces that still provide fire resistance benefits. It's capped at 100. So you can't be immune to fire escape or elements. Not in the conventional way. You can always reduce the 100 to something that you'll start taking damage from. I don't actually like that because all the enemies can get away with it. Still, whatever. Yeah, it doesn't make a single bit of difference. I'm guessing it's exactly a counter to some of this stuff. Still, I'm not happy about it. Specifically because it seems like it's a counter to that sort of stuff. So, and I suppose more because it's the game usually allows a huge variety of those, like massive amount of different type of solutions to be found. This is a great weapon. Why I'm not using this? Because there's so many other bonuses of the actual sword I'm currently using, but it's so weak compared to this. If I would add some element... Okay, this does about 400 points of damage, the other one does... what? 250 at most, and I can still buff the superior two-handed sword further. It does lack the dexterity, strength, constitution bonuses, that sort of thing. But it is clearly a better damage sword. I think I should think about switching the weapon. This guy is all about damage, so makes sense to actually invest in the damage portion. I wonder if the +2 action point cost to depth level difference affects the special abilities, because I rarely use the normal attack with any of this. If it doesn't affect the special ability cost, I probably should switch to the adventurous axe. It's nothing special, but I can pop it further, and it has some of the benefits that the current weapon has. So it could be a actual replacement. Cost of ability uses 4. And it affects the ability cost too, that's why I'm not. Okay, still. What's the solution to this? It is the earth. 2 teleportation scrolls. Teleport in, teleport out, but it is under fire. There's no way from that. Maybe... can you teleport on top of that? We could just die. That's probably the easiest solution. It's not like it'll cost me anything. Single scroll. I get the trap out? Teleport the trap away. Probably not.
Seven, aid me!
Teleport the statue itself. I don't think you usually can teleport the statues. Still, I'm actually glad I found a solution that isn't dying.
A strange sort of pit. There must be a way to disarm it.
Thunder Jump. I feel like Thunder Jump would be one of those spells that I could have found a lot of uses for. Either way, I think I'll leave things here. There should be a gigantic demon waiting for us over here. I don't see why we wouldn't. Yeah, tamed void rams and the gigantic demon with 4,000 points. Just looking at what would be the better direction to go into. There doesn't appear to be hounds on this side while they are on this side. So, I'm not sure which one would be the better direction to attack from. Also, there are these fire creatures. Yeah, they're clearly alive still. I'm guessing they're more or less just resting. Yeah, this could be a lot of trouble for us, so I don't think I want to rush into it now. There's no way I can just do it quickly. It could be very, very big trouble. What about the weapon?
Get to the fray once more.
Realistically, I could switch to a better weapon right now with her, and I sort of want to. It's we're starting to be left behind with what we have. I think I'll go to the end of time, see if we can actually buy a better weapon. It doesn't have. We're looking for at least a level 16 weapon or higher, two-handed. Traders Emporium. We already have that better weapon, so we don't have to find specifically anything new here, but we might as well take a peek. We might get lucky. We're looking for the base stats of that weapon, not really the special abilities. They'll matter, but they're not really the core focus now. I can see at least 3 two-handed weapons on offer. One of them is Divine. Poison resistance, crafting, strength. Bow, luck, crafting. Resistance, telekinesis, pickpocketing, blitz bolts. Strength, poison, lore master, immunity, petrified. Fire, Tenebrim resistance, +2 speed. This is the type of stuff that I certainly want to invest in now. The resistance are still valuable even though I can't get immunity. Speed especially is valuable. And I have these rings like +1 strength, +1 intelligence, which have some use, but yeah, +2 intelligence, telekinesis, lockpicking, air resistance. So the current ring of +1 strength, +1 intelligence is probably for the +1 intelligence. This would allow me to free up probably another ring. And yeah, we could probably replace Kara's blessing entirely and get rid of the barbaric old gold ring of the sage. Entirely replace it with something decent. +2 speed, fire resistance, tenebrium resistance, that sort of stuff. Water resistance, tenebrium resistance, purifying fire, that's most debuffs. Water air movement, immunity to being knocked down. This better armor than what we have currently. Intelligence based armor. Well, it's not really all that much better. The other one provides a lot of Tenebrium wands. We don't really have these. This is the only way to do a massive amount of Tenebrium damage, pure Tenebrium damage. Cursed, crippled, unbreakable, rapture. Improved chance of critical hits. One-handed axe. So we don't really care what it does. Two-handed scythe. Decent, but also level 20, so it doesn't really matter what it does, we can't use it. Level 19 one-handed warhammer, so none of this is actually two-handed weapon. A single sword, level 18, could use. The damage itself is nothing amazing. Has an increased critical hit chance, +2 constitution chance to set its low status. This isn't good. Yeah, it's not particularly good. I'm not sure if it's particularly bad either, though. It's just that the core damage is pretty much the same as the whole flame thing. Even if we upgrade it, improve the weapon, it will probably land in the same general area as the Sword of Holy Flame. So we would basically gain nothing in exchange for higher chance of doing critical hits. That's more or less it. So this is not a replacement. It's more of the same. On the positive side, I don't have to mess around too much with this, because there's nothing to buy. Got us paid 14,000 cash. Do have scrolls that I can buy. We got 2 rings out of it.
Good day, good cast.
Right, charisma, intelligence, movement, strength, intelligence. We can get rid of 1 intelligence. Yeah, the amulet is a piece of shit, the ring is a piece of shit. So if we take away the ring and the amulet, we can replace it with the +2 intelligence ring and get a better amulet at the very least. Alternatively, keep the amulet and another ring. Do we have good amulets? I think we have at least better ones. Possibly not with this guy though, but especially Medora has a lot of amulets, I seem to recall. Fire, water resistance, reflex damage. I think there were others. Nebrium, Lore Master, Initiative. No, there were other divine amulets, I'm sure of it. Dexterity, Perception, Belief, and Resistance. XRD construction. XRD intelligence. Could have sold. No. He has to ammo. Right. I think we could keep. No. Why am I keeping this amulet? Resistance, reflect damage. We could get some resistances, but nothing particularly good, I don't think. Still, it's better than the intelligence that is no longer needed. Water resistance, air resistance. Reflect damage is air damage. So we'll get decent air resistance and okay water resistance, okay earth fire resistance. Go for the speed increase too. We would have to give up a point in. We don't even have to give up. We would have to give up movement. That's the biggest thing. I think we would be best off using 2 wands that provide status effects. Because I'm not using the staffs really for nothing. They're just for the status effects or special bonuses they provide. I don't know. It's not that big of a deal. We still got a resistance benefit out of it. Telekinesis. But I think there are better things to achieve through this. At the same time, I don't actually have all that much use for the money itself, so I think once we reach level 20, I'm going to take a close look at our equipment. Try to get, especially if we're looking at the divine equipment already, for the most part, and start using the essences to buff up our resistances. We might have to be in a situation where we can't. Some equipment pieces might still change, but I feel for the most part we are more or less staring at what we're going to use from
As good as a new
at that
head.
point. I think I also have a couple of level 20 equipment
I
pieces
need
somewhere
that.
waiting in the inventory, because we couldn't use them earlier. How do we get to where we need to be? You're right. I'll leave myself at the temple waiting for the big demon fight. Not sure which door entryway I want to use to get there. Fire probably isn't gonna do much. So good opening with Jaha. That will probably solve a lot of our problems right then and there. There should be the teleporter here waiting. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Go into the water. With the teleporter here we can use. We don't want to attack from this side.
Bless the seven, I am restored!
And our equipment is about to break. I guess it's the constant getting into traps.
I feel better already! Back on my feet again. Bless the seven. I am restored.
It's not this. Wait a minute, didn't I already pass through this? Yes. What's breaking? Still up. Most things are at least still in decent condition. Probably the traps. Everyone's armor is pretty poor shape. Right, so demon hunting. Looks about half a dozen random devilmen, the gigantic demon, and then a couple of those hounds. If we can manage to keep the big demon in check for a while, I think we'll be fine. Out of curiosity, any, yeah, we have hail attack scrolls too. Other ice attacks. So if things get really bad, we can just blow them away with a couple of scrolls, no problem.